All right, I'm actually going to be chopping this video together. I'm trying to make it better than just the one take ones I do. Look, I got a light higher up. Okay. So this is going to be little, not even a battle. Since I own these wrist straps, I wanted to make a video because there aren't too many videos out about these products. And to me, I think these are two of the best wrist straps out there. Now, what I look for in a wrist strap is, number one, my wrist strap is going to stay on the camera. Okay, I don't need anything with quick releases. I want it to stay on the camera the whole time. Okay, so that's the first thing I look for. The number two is the quality. You know, I don't care. I'll spend the money. These are going on my Leica cameras. I'm not going to put something cheap on my Leica cameras. I ain't spending $7,000 on a camera or $4,000 on a camera and putting some cheap wrist strap on it and worrying about that. Same when I used to use the Gordys on my Fujis, the X100s or the X Pro 2. Same with that. They still cost money. You know, what was the X100s? If you got them at regular retail, like 1,800 or whatever, I still want a quality wrist strap on that thing to feel safe. I don't like neck straps. Okay, I don't never like neck straps. And also, I get if you're hiking or something, I can see where you want a neck strap because you need your hands to do whatever. But with what I'm doing, I'm fine with I can hold the camera in my hand the whole time. And then if I need to hold a beer or something in my hand or hold, you know, whatever, a beer and a hot dog, it can dangle from my wrist, you know, without worrying. Okay. So I look for, you know, it staying on the camera the whole time. I want to make sure it's quality, that's comfortable. And the last major thing is I want it to look nice against the camera. Okay. Some of you may think that's a big deal, but to me, like when I was shooting, when I shot Fuji, I shot X Pro 2s, the X Pro 3. Those are nice looking cameras. I wanted to make sure the wrist strap complemented the camera. Same, especially when I was shooting all the X100 series. I had all of those. You know, I would have these Gordys on there and they look great on the camera. So then when I moved up to the Leicas, same thing with that. You know, I wanted to make sure the wrist strap complements the camera. I know some people use wrist straps with the quick release. I don't want some chunky, you know, look at this camera. It's a beautiful camera. I don't want some chunky plastic thing hanging on this camera. Okay. I don't want, you know, I want a clean wrist strap that looks nice, that's quality, but that complements how it looks with the camera. And I think the Artisan and Artist and the Gordys, it's hard to beat these. I mean, there may be another company out there, but I have these and I want to do a video on these. And now, especially because the Gordys wrist strap, I cannot find any videos about the ones I buy. Okay, I get the ones made for me because the Gordys wrist straps are handmade to order. I get the extra long. So the extra long means it's 8 inches from here to here. I love the fact that first time I bought one, I said, oh, risk the extra money. Is it going to be too long? This is perfect for how I like my wrist strap. The extra long one in Gordys is fabulous. It just, how I hold the camera. I'm gonna cut to another video I have later where this is on the Q2 monochrome, so you can see what I'm talking about. But the extra length I like so much. That's why when I was getting the Q343, this Artisan and Artist with the cord it has to have, so it does the loop, is fabulous. This is the best wrist strap ever. It is so soft, and the thickness around your wrist is perfect. This is my favorite wrist strap right here because I don't have any worries of anything being torn off or, you know, anything falling. You know, I'm not swinging this shit around, but, you know, hey, you know, and look, so when I'm in the back of the camera, see, this is out of the way. So I can, you know, I single point focus, so I move it around. So this is completely out of the way. And this is so comfortable. I've had this for I don't know how many months now. This is so comfortable. This is fabulous. I love this wrist strap. Okay, but I need it on the Q2 monochrome. So on the Q2 monochrome, when I got it a couple weeks ago, I was like, well, I love the way that Artisan and Artist one feels. Let me get the same wrist strap, but the one with the lug. So I got this one. Now, when I bought it, it was kind of, you know, it's brand new from B&H, so it's stiff. You know, it has to loosen up a little bit. And it's loosened up. So it's getting there. You know, may take another month or two. The only thing, though, it's a little short for me. Like I told you, remember, I like them a little bit longer. If they can make another version of this an inch longer, that would be perfect. So for now though, it's not too bad. The only thing is, because I wanted to show you, in case, now if you have the Leicas, the film Leicas, or if you have the Leicas where you don't really move the focus point at all, it may be fine. But for me, I'm in the back here moving the focus point all the time. So see how this, when I'm back here, this is right here, where the other one, the other Artisan and Artist that has the rope, the cord, it drops it down to here. So just depends. That may not bother you. I've been shooting with this for a couple weeks now. It hasn't bothered me. When I first put it on, it was almost too short, but now it's loosened up a little bit. But I really wish they could make this like an inch longer. Oh, that'd be absolutely fabulous. Like I was saying, I just like a little bit more length on my wrist straps. You may not, but I wanted to show you what it was. For looks wise though, it's hard to beat this guy. Now what some of you may like or enjoy or whatever, see, it comes with the leather already built into the wrist strap that adds as a protector, which is really cool. Okay. Like I say, I got a beautifully clean version of a used Q2 monochrome for the Leica store Miami. So, you know, I very, very lucked out. This thing is super clean. So it's nice that that'll protect it. Whereas the Gordy's doesn't have one, but the ring really isn't going to hit anything because you got the thick loop of the leather. So this is what the Artisan and Artist. So if you, I don't know whether you got a Leica or you got a Fuji or whatever other smaller camera you have, if you're looking for a really nice wrist strap, this is what the Artisan and Artisan one. This is the 311A. This is the 311P, the one with the cord. Okay, I know. How's it? Look at that, Q343 and a Q2 monochrome. Yeah, I know. That's why I have no money. It's all I'm broke because I got both these cameras. That's a whole other video. So this looks nice. Like I'm telling you, I didn't spend, this was used, but I still didn't spend over $4,000. I want the wrist strap to look nice. Look at that. Look how beautiful it looks. And it's comfortable. Now, hopefully, right now, it's not as comfortable as this one because it's still new and a little stiff. But hopefully another month or two, it'll completely loosen up. But this is what the Artisan and Artist 311A looks like. Okay, there's your length. Now, I say for a lot of you, you may like the shorter one. I could say I like a little bit more length. So that's the only thing that's bothering me about this. But this is in the back if you're holding it, shooting, moving around. This is where it goes on your thumb. Okay. Whereas this is the 311P. See? If I drop this down, now I can move. See how it's out of the way? So that's why I like this one a little bit more than this. I'll cut to a video I already made of this on the camera with the, you know, I'm gonna have to use a ring on it on this camera. It doesn't look as nice as this, but it functions better. So I'll have to see what I want to do. So that's the Artisan and Artist, the 311A wrist strap. Like I was saying, hopefully in another month, yeah, it's loosening up now than it was before. Give it about another month. Hopefully it'll be as nice and soft as this one. Now I already made the video, which we'll cut to it. This is on the Q2 monochrome. I may repeat myself since I already made it, but this is great. It's hard to understand. The Gordy's wrist strap, it's hard to beat this because this is the 8-inch one, the extra long one. It's $27, $26 for the extra long one. I think the shorter one, the 6-inch ones are like $24 or whatever. You can pick what color leather you want. This is this is handmade to order. You can pick what color thread you want. I always get the all blacked out one. So I'm gonna put this on the Q2 monochrome and you can see what that looks like. Like I'm saying, for value wise, it's hard to beat this. And I don't know what else can beat this, the wrist strap. Don't get this one. Okay, these are nice. Look at that, look how finished it, look at that. What a great design. It's looped, it's really strong. I have zero worries about this. The only thing I can see someone not liking is since it's leather, it's a little thin here. I got thin wrists as opposed to See how the Artisan and Artist one is a little bit thicker. It just depends. It's different. You got this silk, not whatever cord or whatever this is wrap. You know, the wrap is where that's, so that's got a little bit more length. Now I don't know if I would like this thickness in leather. This works well for what it is. They're just different. Okay, depending on what you want. Like I'm saying, you can get these in 3 different lengths. I get the extra long one, which I'll cut to in a video and you'll see it on the Q2 monochrome. But all right, I just hope this helps somebody out. So let me cut to the other video where I have the Gordy's wrist strap on here, so you can see what that looks like. So it'll help judge, judge what you want for your camera. The Gordy's wrist strap is now on the Q2 monochrome. And this is my newest Gordy's. I probably bought this when I bought the Q343, so it's still got to loosen up. Remember, this is an older Gordy's after a few years. See how it's all worn? In a good way. It's got a cool vibe. It's a lot softer. And then this is the worn, it gets like a worn look to it. So that's why I get it all black. These are great. On an old Leica, that's worn, this probably looks really badass. So, okay, so this is a newer one. Like I told you, I'm a customer, I buy these things. So if I don't like something, I can say it because I spend my money. That's what I'm saying. This thing, stay away from. This is really, I would not trust this cheap little thread that they have on here. I don't care what videos they show or whatever. They need to thicken this somehow. Like I'm telling you, this cheap little thread instead needs to be like this thickness. Then it would be more quality. So, since I spent my money and bought these, I would not trust this. Like I'm saying, I don't know if I trust this on my cell phone. Okay, all right, so here's the Gordy's on the Q2 monochrome. Fabulous. This ring here that the Gordy's use, this is a little bit even thicker ring that's on the Artisan and Artist. So you can say the ring they use is a little bit better because it's a little bit thicker. It's beautiful. Look at this thing. Different vibe. The only thing I can think of someone may not like is that it's thinner, I guess. If you had to go just pure comfort. Yeah. Okay. So you can see the difference. Now, pure comfort only. Yeah, this one's more comfortable. This doesn't suck or anything. It's just, I'm just saying, if you want to nitpick, like just total nitpick, sure, the Artisan and Artist one is a little bit, it's got a little bit more whiff to it. So it balances, when you're hanging the camera, which I don't know why you would do that. But we're just nitpicking here. But I'm gonna say, for the price of this is the extra long one. It's, what did I say, it was $28? $26, plus tax and shipping. God, you can't beat this. And look at, this is how this looks on it. That looks pretty good though too. Now it's a matter of taste. Do you like just how the leather one looked on here? And for me, the length is fabulous, or do you like how, now you can't get a shorter Gordy's, but I just made just the look. Yeah, like I'm saying, it's hard to beat how this looks, but it's almost 4 times more the money, But this doesn't look bad. This still looks badass. And when I use it, see, that's there still. That's what I'm saying. Nothing beats the other Gordy's. I'm sorry. Nothing beats the other Artisan and Artist because I have that thin cord right here. But this isn't bad. See, I can get to everything. It's out of the way. So this is what a Gordy's 8-inch extra long wrist strap looks like. Da-da-da. All right. Now what I'm going to do real quick, so I'm going to put this one with the Gordy's, just so you can see what, because if I want to use this, I'm going to have to put a ring or something on here. I'd probably use a triangular ring because I like those, but just so you can see real quick. Okay, so if I end up doing that, okay, disregard this guy. That's what this is going to look like. Oh, comfort-wise, you can't beat this. This is the best. Comfort-wise, this is fabulous for me. Because see, now I'm going to shoot. Nothing in the way of my hand. See, because the cord's dropping it right below this part. Super sturdy. And this is, well, since it's older, it's more comfortable than the newer one. But the real big part is the length. This is just fabulous shit. Like, look at that. That's how that, this is just great. Now, looks wise, does it look a little weird? Because I tell you, we'll just go over everything with these. It doesn't look too bad. It's not bad. It's not as nice looking as that though. Right? Like if this was on here, that just looks, this just looks cleaner and nicer. Like, you know, this isn't, but if this does not loosen up, soften up, and to where I like it, I may go this route. So hopefully this helps somebody out. Like I'm telling you, make one of these like an inch longer. So I can, whew, this is nice. As soon as I put this on, this is like, ah, this is perfect. Look at that. Cause see, I don't have anything between my thumb and my fingers because the cord drops it out of the way. Whereas if I put the Gordys on, there's a little bit in the way, but so with the Gordys, you know, that ain't bad though. But see how this rises up a little bit? Can you notice that? Hang on. See how this kind of rises a little bit there, which maybe it may bother you, it may not. Actually, what we should do is this little bracket I have is just for here. Let me slap on the thumb grip real quick. So now with the grip, okay, so let's see where this will hit. So the Gordys, if you use a Leica grip. Now, if you use a JJC grip, it stops about here. It's like there's no grip there. If you use the Leica grip, the Gordys hits the grip a little bit. You guys see that? Okay, so that could be an issue for some people. Yeah, it'll chip up the grip probably eventually slightly. You may have to put, you know, a little cover or something. This will not, because I've had this on the camera. See the plastic, the leather that goes behind it, so that keeps it from doing any scratching or anything against the camera or the grip. So there's a plus also. This has the built-in back piece on the Artisan and Artist, the 311A. So that's a plus for that, because that's actually made into the camera. For the Gordys, they will give you, where's that? See these little rubber things? They'll give you this little, you could get an extra one of these little rubber things to put behind there, which is, it's a little cheesy. But our Leica has the little ones you have. I think they come with the camera, don't they? Little leather things you can put behind here to block it. But just another thing, if you use a Leica grip and you get a Gordy strap, it will be hitting it a little bit. You guys see that? But if I use this Artisan and Artist, the longer one, I'm gonna have to, same thing, I'm gonna have to figure out a ring. Whether I use this ring or another one, I'll have to put something behind the ring. Probably the stuff that came with the camera to keep it from scratching the grip, if I'm even gonna worry about that. I may not even care. But either way, I'm gonna have to use something against here if I want to use the Artisan and Artist one or the Gordys one with the grip. If I end up using this one, like I've been using, this has a built-in leather behind it. That keeps it from protecting the camera and, you know, and the grip. So, all right, there you go. So is there an overall winner for everything? Let's see, I don't know about winner, but best looking, can't beat this one on the camera for the Q2 monochrome. Okay, best looking one, and it's gonna protect the camera. I don't have to add anything extra. This guy, but I wish it was a hair longer. Best value, the Gordys. Can't beat that for 28 bucks for the longer one. 26 bucks, $26 for the longer one. You can't beat that. Most comfortable, doesn't look as great like this one. I mean, still doesn't look bad, but most comfortable, I got to go with the Artisan and Artist that has the cord, because it gives me the extra length, and it gets the actual thickness of the cord away from my fingers, so it's down here so I can move stuff around. So there you go. Hope that helps somebody. You know, you can't go wrong whether you want to pick the Gordys or the Artisan and Artist. They're both fabulous. You know, again, everything's about budget, what your needs are. The only thing I say is, if you use a Leica grip and you're gonna buy a Gordy's strap, see how the ring will hit the top of the grip, so you'll have to have something behind it if you're worrying about that. If you use a JJC, the grip stops below here, you won't have to worry about it. Yeah, let's show you. See how it's slightly hitting it. Yeah, if you get the Artisan and Artist, you have no worries because the leather is behind here already. See that? Built in, so that'll keep it. And that's what I've had on the camera so far. All right, I hope that helps somebody who's looking for these. Either way though, you can't go wrong. Whether you want to spend some more money for the Artisan and Artist, this one, or you get one of these Gordys. And I say the Gordys are cool because the Gordys are the Artisan and Artists are handmade, but you're stuck. I think you can buy these in red or something. But the Gordys, you can pick I think there's 3 types of leathers you can pick. You can pick the string color. That's it. So, all right, I hope that helps out somebody. Because when I was looking for these, especially the long Gordys, there was no videos or nothing about this. And I love, on the Gordys, the extra long, the 8-inch. I love, let me get this guy out of the way. I love the length on that. For me, that's great. It keeps this isn't bad. That's, you know, that works very, very well. But nothing's gonna beat this guy, just because this with the cord drops it below my fingertips. So I'm gonna have to add but I'll have to add, you know, some type of ring or something here, and I'll probably put something behind it to protect the grip from not scratching. Or hopefully this guy ends up loosening up just a hair more, and that'll, you know, I'll end up still using this. So we'll see in about we'll get this another month to see if it loosens up, and I'll do another one. But I hope that helps somebody, because I don't think I've seen any videos of anybody with an Artisan and Artist. These are the 311s. This is the 311A. Has this ring. But they are really, like I say, Artisan, that was really smart having this in your design already built in the back to protect the camera. This is the 311P that has the cord. So this is usually for my Q343 that has that post. Or this is the Gordy's, but remember, this is the 8-inch, the extra long. There you go. All right, hope that helps out somebody. Later.